Planet Earth has a radius of 3,959 miles. It would take about 230 days to sail around. There are over 7 billion people who inhabit this planet. To most people, this planet seems colossal, which in reality it is. But with the increase in technology, it seems as if the world is shrinking around us. One electronic device that makes the world seem like a smaller place is cell phones. In Cecilia Tioko's writing, she describes cell phone as no longer a simple gadget for the rich, but also a common appliance for the middle class and even the poor. Cell phone adoption has crossed the boundaries of age, gender, and class. Cell phones have almost become a necessity in everyday life. Almost everywhere you go and everyone you see has a cell phone. If you lose or break your cell phone for a day, it's almost like you are exiled from the rest of the world. One way that these devices have shrunk the world is the ability for migrant workers to parent their children from thousands of miles away. Many of these migrant workers come to America to make money for their family, but are forced to leave their family behind. They enter the workforce as nurses and domestic workers. In the mid-1990s, cell phones were introduced to the Philippines, which allowed Filipino workers working in America to communicate with their loved ones back home. Though it does not beat face-to-face interaction, it still allows these workers to play the role of mother to their children. Another piece of technology that makes the world seem smaller is the internet. Like the cell phone, it makes communicating with someone who is far away very quick and simple. Communicating on the internet used to be restricted to just writing, but once again, the increase in technology brought us video chat. This not only allows us to talk to the person, but have a face-to-face conversation with them over the internet. Companies use programs like Skype to interview potential employees and hold video conferences with overseas companies. In Lisa Nakamura's Where Do You Want to Go Today, she talks about how the internet gives you the ability to go where you want. She talks about how Microsoft used an advertising campaign to describe personal computing and internet connectivity by describing these activities as a form of travel. She also described the internet as a world without limits. You can just simply go on your computer and tour anywhere you want. I'm in the mood to go on a safari. How relaxing. Uh-oh. The last bit of technology that makes the world seem smaller is satellites. In 1957, the Sputnik was the first man-made satellite to travel the planet. By the early 21st century, more than 8,000 satellites orbited the Earth. Lisa Parks talks about the live broadcast of Our World. This was the first live international satellite TV programs that had a global reach. The broadcast aired June 26, 1967, to an estimated 500 million viewers in 24 countries.
It goes out to something like 170 million television sets in 24 countries. This is Our World.
Hundreds of pictures and sounds from 5 continents, which will combine to make this historic program.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
At St. Paul-de-Vence in France, they are preparing for a visit from Chagall and Miro in one of the world's most novel artistic centers, the Fondation Light. And at Cape Kennedy in the United States of America, cameras are already looking at Saturn V rocket, which has started its countdown. And in London, they're a recording studio where the Beatles are in the middle of a recording session. These people and faces are just a few of the ingredients in our program.
Lisa Parks states, as the nearly 4 decades since the launch of the Sputnik have shown, the satellite's uses have fundamentally transformed the ways we have come to know the contours of the world and the cultures that act on it. After Our World came on, now commonplace news flashes on CNN, BBC World, and Star TV satellite has not only divided the world into first and third, industrialized and developing, but also fast and slow. Lisa Parks is saying, although this is making the world seem closer communication-wise, it is widening the gap between more powerful and less powerful countries, such as Western Europe, the Americas, and Asia. Therefore, it is only structuring these countries' worldviews.